I assumed the presidency under extraordinary circumstances. This is an hour of history that troubles our minds and hurts our hearts.
He was in Congress for 25 years as the House Minority Leader, as well as other things. He was the only one to be chosen and not elected into both the vice presidency and presidency. He was put into office on August 9th, 1974, and then served for 2.5 years till the 1976 elections.
He was put into office as president right after Nixon resigned, the first vice president to be chosen under the 25th Amendment, and tried running in the 76 elections and ended up losing to Jimmy Carter. There was 2 attempts on his life, both of which were women. Neither succeeded, and both were put into jail for life.
Gerald Rudolph Ford Jr. was not the original name. At birth, he was named Leslie Lynch King Jr., but after his parents were divorced and his mother remarried Gerald R. Ford Sr. in February 1st, 1916, he was renamed. Although it wasn't official until December 3rd, 1935.
Gerald R. Ford was being sworn in by the Chief Justice Warren Burger with his wife watching.
After having been put into office, Ford needed a vice president. So he decided that Nelson Rockefeller, this surprised few people.
He pardoned President Nixon, tried help to bring down inflation, kept the treaties we already had, as well as other arrangements with foreign countries. Following in Nixon's footsteps with China, Ford was the first U.S. president to visit Japan.
In 1975, Betty Ford was diagnosed with breast cancer. She went through surgery. Later, she found out that other women were getting checked for cancer. She said, "You see, I can make a contribution even from a hospital bed." She was very helpful in helping towards women's rights.
Ford's secretary was Henry Kissinger. He had gotten him from Nixon. Kissinger was very helpful in dealing with foreign affairs and helped cool the tensions in the Middle East.
An American merchant ship was detained in international waters by communist Khmer Rouge forces. We took action immediately. There was a military rescue. They managed to rescue the crew and ships, but lost 41 American lives. This troubled Ford. But this showed the world that the U.S. wouldn't be pushed around without fighting back.
Individuals found guilty of corporate offenses were increased their fines to $100,000, businesses to $500,000.
Ford decided to run in the 76 elections. In July 8, 1975, Ford announced his decision for running in the elections. He decided on Senator Robert Dole of Kansas as his partner. He won the support as the Republican nomination.
He did his best and almost won the election. It was 297 votes for Carter and 240 for Ford. It was hard to lose, but he eventually found comfort. After being elected, Carter said, "For myself and for our nation, I want to thank my predecessor for all he has done to heal our land." In the top left-hand corner, it's a picture of Ford as a young football player in high school. The one right below it is his family all grown up, walking in front of the White House. The middle picture is his family a little bit younger. The top right-hand picture is of a vote for me for Congress, and then the one below it is a Navy picture. The top left-hand is of Ford and Jimmy Carter debating. The one below it is of him in the Boy Scouts, him smoking his pipe, and another football picture. This was the top left-hand picture is probably right after he died. The one below it is of him and the Thanksgiving turkey. The middle one is of him and his wife, and then working in his office. And then the top right-hand one of it is of him in elementary school. A stamp, him in his Boy Scouts uniform, him with his dog, a Navy picture, and then his wife at his funeral. Him looking over Congress meeting notes, him talking with Henry Kissinger, a football picture, and it says, "I look back on my days as center at the University of Michigan as one of the best times of my life." Him and his family at a 90th birthday party, and then him as a little kid on his bike. Our sources. And quiz time.